What's up guys, it's Josh back with another video, and I got another interesting article that I want to show you guys, and this one ties to privacy, which is one of the things that I talk about on my channel. I try to tell people, about how all these big tech companies are tracking pretty much everything you do through the products as well as the services that you sign up for, and they use this data to actually sell you more things, as well as it's sent to law enforcement at the end of the day. So I found this article and I thought it would be interesting to cover, just to show you guys that your Android phones are being tracked. So let's get over to the article right fast. Alright, so this article is on Tech Explorer, and I'll have the link down in the description of the video. But this came out October 11th, 2021, a couple days ago. But it says study reveals scale of data sharing from Android mobile phones. And if you guys are living under a rock and you did not know that Android, like I said, all these big companies, Android is owned by Google, you know what I'm saying? But all these big companies are tracking everything you do, or sharing your data, pulling data, and grabbing that data and using it for whatever purposes they want to through these devices. So let's read what all is being pulled, because that's the whole purpose of me showing you guys this article, because it has a lot of information about it, and it's pulled from a lot of different providers as well of specific phones like Samsung, Huawei, and other providers. But it says an in-depth analysis of a range of popular Android mobile phones has revealed significant data collection and sharing, including with third parties, with no opt-out available for the users. So it's no way you can opt out of sharing this data that they're collecting. But it says Professor Doug Leith at Trinity College Dublin, along with Dr. Paul Patras and Hyoyu Liu at University of Edinburgh, examined the data sent by 6 variations of the Android OS developed by Samsung, Xiaomi, Huawei, Realme, and Lineage OS and EOS. Even when minimal configurations and the headset is idle, with the notable exception of EOS, these vendor customized Android variants transmit substantial amount of information to the OS developer and to third parties such as Google, Microsoft, LinkedIn, and Facebook that have pre-installed system apps. There is no opt-out for this data collection. While occasional communication with OS servers is expected, or is to be expected, the authors of the study said the observed data transmission goes well beyond this and raises a number of privacy concerns. Professor Doug Leith, chair of computer systems at the School of Computer Science and Statistics at Trinity College Dublin, said, "I think we have completely missed the massive and ongoing data collection by our phones, for which there is no opt-out. We've been too focused on web cookies and on badly behaved apps. I hope our work will act as a wake-up call to the public, politicians, and regulators. Meaningful action is urgently needed to give people real control over the data that leaves their phones." And this is 100% true, man. That's why I remember people used to say, and this was like when I was young. I mean, I remember, the conspiracy guys that would say, oh, the government's gonna install a chip or give you a chip or something like that. Well, this is that chip to track everything you do. Your cell phone, everything that you do on here is being tracked. And then also most people, walk around with their phone every single day, you know what I'm saying? And it tracks your location. All that location information is going to these companies. So this is kind of like that tracking device for you. That's what a cell phone is nowadays at the end of the day. And the reason people can't get away from it or stop using it is because of the convenience, which I totally understand. I mean, that's why I have a cell phone too, you know what I'm saying, a smartphone. because of the convenience. At the end of the day, I'm traveling a lot, and so it's very simple to just, click on my phone. Okay, I'm looking for this location, what I'm saying, and hit, and it brings up the address, and I just click, the Google Maps, and then bam, it's got directions to wherever I'm trying to go. So it's the convenience factor that kind of gets people to not really be concerned about the privacy issues with the data that's being collected. But let's go back to the article. I wanted to show you guys, let's see. It says key findings. This is mainly what I wanted to show you. With the exception of EOS, all headset manufacturers examined collect a list of all the apps installed on your headset. So that's simple enough. But then it says this potentially sensitive information, since it can reveal users' interests. A mental health app, a Muslim prayer apps, a gay dating app, a Republican news app. There's no way to opt out for this data collection. So that's 100% true. People can gather information based on the apps that you have installed on your system. You know what I'm saying? Kind of gives them an idea of your interests and what they could potentially sell to you. You know what I'm saying? So, and then it says, so Xiaomi headsets send details of all the app screens viewed by users, to Xiaomi, including when and how long each app is used. This reveals, for example, the timing and duration of phone calls. This effect is akin to use of cookies to track people's activity as they move between web pages. This data appears to be sent outside of Europe to Singapore. So big security concern right there. You know what I'm saying? That's something people should be very concerned about. You know what I'm saying? And it says on Huawei headsets, the Swift Key keyboard sends details of app usage over time to Microsoft. This reveals, for example, where a user is writing a text using the search bar, searching for contacts. So that information is being sent to Microsoft. And then right here, it says, the next one says Samsung, Xiaomi, and Realme and Google collects long-lived device identifiers, the hardware serial number, along users' resettable advertising identifiers. This means that when a user resets an advertising identifier, the new identifier value can be trivial, relinked back to the same device, potentially undermining the use of user resetting advertising identifiers. So that's that's crazy right there. They can link it back, no matter if you change your identifier, they can link it back to your old identifier, because it's all based on, if you think about it, as soon as you log into your Google phone, you have to log into a Google account. Well, most Google phones or most Android phones, in order to use all the services, you have to have a Gmail account. So all that information is tied right back to your previous, identifier value. So that's one of the crazy points about this. But then it says third-party system apps, from Google, Microsoft, LinkedIn, Facebook, are pre-installed on most of the headsets and silently collect data with no opt-out. And then lastly, it says there may exist a data ecosystem where data collected from a headset by different companies is shared, linked. Notably, the privacy-focused EOS variant of Android was observed to transmit essentially no data. So that's super cool right there. I'm glad they had EOS in there. You know what I'm saying? That way you can get a separate Android device or Android OS that's centered around privacy to kind of be a control. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That was a very interesting article. Go down and let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and please like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you're new here, and of course, keep it techie.